Listen, so this happened to me last week, 2 weeks ago. In the draft, before the draft, I'm calling Steve Keim. And I'm friends with Steve Keim. I coached his kids, a GM of the Cardinals. And I'm calling him up and I'm leaving him messages as John Gruden. Like, I'll tell you what, man, I've been listening to some local sports radio. Right there, you know that it's a joke, right? Like, I've been listening to some local sports radio, and I got some ideas for some trades. So how about at number 1, you take Joey Bosa.
Now we're talking.
Then at number 4, I take Kyler Murray. I'll tell you why, because I want Joey Bosa. You want Kyler Murray. They're not going to be in their respective spots. I give you a 27 to go with that number 1. My former number 4 with your number 1 is switched. And Josh Rosen, well, he's a good kid, man. He'll find some place to be. But I'll tell you what, we'll care about that later. It's a good trade for you. It's a good trade for me. I love this deal, man. So it's obvious that it's a joke, and it's called from my own phone, right? Yahoo runs with it.
Yes.
The saying that I almost changed the draft. It wasn't even close to it. I also called him as Jay Glazer, and I was like,
You're not going to fucking... What the fuck is going on here? there's no fucking... Wait, wait a second. You're fucking telling me that you're going to make a trade with John Gruden? Steve, that's the fucking stupid thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Why'd somebody trade number 1 for number 4? And you know you're going to... The number 27 is not going to make a big difference. It doesn't. Hey, by the way, I'm on my way to work out. You want to go work out with me? What I like to do is work out on my way to work out. You know, work out on my way to work out. It's unbelievable. And let me tell you this. It's important that you guys are listening about this. Demi Lovato knocked out my tooth, went viral. Anybody hear about that?
So then I call him up as Schefter and said, "Hey, Steve, it's me, Adam Schefter. I was just wondering if there's a possibility that you could give me a call as well. You've been talking to Rappaport. You've been talking to Glazer. I just want you to know my phone is still here. You have the number because I called you. You have caller ID, and everything's going to be fine. If you don't get back to me, I'm not sure where our relationship is, but I believe we're truly friends. Thanks a lot. Once again, this is Adam Schefter, a good friend of yours. You have the number, and just give me any information you might have. Appreciate it. Well, by the way, we're doing the draft."
Steve Keim also got a call from Dorsey while he's on the clock, so this dude is just getting assaulted.
Well, I called him way before.
I wish this was all draft night. Steve Keim just sitting there with his big ass head, just sweating everywhere.
Because I didn't talk to Steve. Like, it was way before, and like I didn't hear from him once it got important. I'm not. There's no way I'm talking to him. But it was pretty surreal that people were taking this stuff out of context and like using his quotes and my quotes. Because I did Dan Patrick's show that day, and he called into Dan Patrick. And I thought there's no way that he would ever do that day, because we'd set it up weeks ago, and he's getting killed about the draft and stuff like that. So people are going after him, and I'm like, there's no way Steve's calling in the next day. And the producer's like, yeah, he's calling in. I'm like, you're kidding me. He's that good of a friend that he would really do that? All right, cool. So then we talked a little bit. We talked about how I was joking with him and stuff like that. And then people took quotes out of context and merged them together and made it look. In Arizona, like in Phoenix, people were like, "Oh, Caliendo, you almost changed the draft." And people were like, "Hey, grow up, man. You want great calls. Who are you? Is this Crank Yankers? That went off the air years ago, dude." Like, no, that's not even what it was. Nobody thought this was real. It was a complete fake until fake news. It was like, what in the earth was going on? I'd never been in something like that was that much off of what it was.